all of these things. Remember, encourage, comforting them, emotions, so that is something that always blows me away.
Yeah, no, I think it brings out the kid in all of us when we see people like you that played these characters that we really loved. You may not know this, you and I almost met at Pensacon earlier this year. I think you were on the other side of the room and you had a long line, and I heard you do the voice of Courage in the distance, and I immediately reverted to being like an 8-year-old, and I was like, "That's Courage over there," Yeah. So, can you maybe walk us through real quick how you got cast in the role?
So a friend of mine who I hadn't spoken to in almost 5 years gives me a call out of the blue, and she said, "Marty, are you still acting?" And I said, "Yes, I am." I said, "Good, because I'm working for this guy, John Dilworth, who's casting for a new cartoon series, Courage the Cowardly Dog. And the lead character of Courage, he's listened to every voice actor in the city, like over 200 people, and couldn't arrive at a decision on how this character should sound. And this rate, he's driving me crazy. So I figured I'm gonna reach out to my friends and maybe have better luck. Imagine if she was not thinking out of the box, what would have happened, Maybe Rob Paulson would have gotten a job.
Nobody can be Courage.
Cummings, those guys.
So
I would have broken my heart.
Speaking of Jim Cummings, I believe you were on his podcast recently, weren't you? What was that experience like getting to meet him?
That's wonderful. We've become quite friendly, over the years, seeing one another over the last few years, And he's such a special kind of guy, Jim Cummings, because he really is, he's so smart, he's so aware, and even though he appears a tad crusty sometimes, and that's part of his humor, he's a really very compassionate man and a lot of sensitivity there. So it was great I was feeling like basking in the joy of being in the shadow of this wonderful legend and the voice actor.